Like and subscribe right now if you are smarter than the kids in this video. So kids aren't allowed to play tag at school. So my kids played crown virus. They couldn't touch, but coughed on each other to tag them. When my son Seth was little, he would beg his brother to put him in this particular pillowcase and swing him around. I know it's insane, and the only reason I'm telling you now is because they are grown up and I can't lose custody of them. Samantha Ruddy. One time when I was like 11, my dad took me to an Italian restaurant and the waiter asked what my name was and I said, Sam, but you can call me Captain Ravioli. And my dad just looked at me and said, what the freak was that? Don't do that. And I've been chasing that high ever since. I always told people I met Michael Jackson. But now that I found the picture, man, what the freak? Who the freak was this? Got stars in your eyes. My husband and I are surprising our 6-year-old by taking him to Disney for his day tomorrow. We've been in the car for 4+ hours and he still thinks we are on our way home from school. He keeps saying, looks like we're almost home. Bless his heart. Got stars in your eyes. Update. We arrived to Disney World. He thinks we took a wrong turn and is very concerned about who is going to feed our cat. Some boy's mother. My 3-year-old calls Slomace. Mom is special nose medicine. And now my neighbor thinks I do cocaine. I just want everyone to know that my 2-year-old insisted on being pants for Halloween. James Breakwell exploding unicorn. 6-year-old. Do dragons fart fire? Me. I don't know. 6. I thought you went to college. Captain Corrigan. So my 4-year-old nephew asked me to draw him Harry Potter. He then excitedly shouted, I'll do the legs. Amazon. Hi. Hello. I understand your child has accidentally placed an order and you wish to cancel the order with refund. I will help you. Great. Thank you. Just to confirm, are you referring to the Extreme Farts extension pack? Yes, that's the one. Moms of Instagram. I would just like to thank the person who told my daughter that when she lies her eyes turn a different color. Now she squeezes her eyes shut every time she lies, and my job just became a whole lot easier. I wouldn't let her drink the chemicals under the sink. Steve. 2-year-old eating his lunch. Papa's coffee hot? Me. Yeah baby, it's hot. Don't touch. 2-year-old. Me blow on it for papa. It was at this point I witnessed with horror my 2-year-old attempt to blow on my freshly made coffee, only to spit a half-eaten chicken nugget straight into it. 9 years old cousin. Do you smoke? Me. Yes. 9 years old cousin. Do you know that smoking shortens your life? Me. Yeah, I know. 9 years old cousin. How old are you? Me. 18. 9 years old cousin. You would have been 28 by now. While the world is fighting over tissue paper, my toddler is giving ours a bath. Matt Walsh. Today my son drew in red marker all over his face, then got scared that we'd be mad, so he tried to hide it by wrapping toilet paper around his head like a mummy. Then he promptly ran into a wall and nearly knocked himself unconscious. A comedy of errors every day with this kid. Anthony Riewalt. 9-year-old didn't want to try my lemon loaf, but when I rebranded it as lemonade cake he was interested. My 6-year-old. Watching me pour Drano down his bathroom sink. 6-year-old. What's that? Me. It dissolves whatever gunk is clogging up your drain. 6-year-old. Cool. Even the screwdriver down there? Me. The wah. When I was a child I went to the zoo and drew this monstrosity. Tweet. My cousin's year 7 class were talking about what they're grateful for and everyone was talking about their mums. One kid in the class had lost his mum a few months ago and my cousin saw him crying, so he reassured him by saying, don't worry, everyone's mum is going to die. So comforting. My 4-year-old son was brushing his teeth last night. I noticed he had drawn on the wall in the other room. I called his name and he yelled back. I didn't draw on the wall. All I did was say his name. Kids are terrible liars. We can't find my 6-year-old's glasses. Today we asked him where they are. He said, and I quote, "I threw them in the garbage yesterday. The lenses were dirty. $400 see yeah." Mimosa Mammy. Great. My 3-year-old saw me pull a tampon out and now she's going around saying mommy had a mouse in her butt. I guess I lost faith in humanity when someone in my school wrote his own name with sh on the bathroom wall and was surprised and irrationally angry when they caught him. Anonymous. My 12-year-old son called me at work early one evening. He was home trying to help with making dinner for his siblings and for me and his mom before we got home. I could hear the frustration in his voice. He was trying to mash the potatoes. Holy cow, dad. I never realized how strong mom was. I can't do it. It took me a minute to think and then said, son, did you cook them all the way? And he replied, cook them? Jessie. At Mama Jessie C. Draws picture. Spills juice on picture. Crumbles picture. Drops picture on floor. Walks on top of picture. Kicks picture across room. Finds picture in garbage. Why would you throw this away, mom? Jaron Myers. At Jaron Myers. There's a kid on my nephew's soccer team that thinks he's a dinosaur, so he's just out there screeching and biting other kids on the field. I love my nephew, but I'm only here to watch Velociraptor. Crazy Zach. At Crazy Zeka. Once when I was like 9 I went to a Mexican restaurant and there was a hole in my tortilla. For some reason the most logical thing for me to do was just cry. Now my entire family bullies me relentlessly every time they see a tortilla. Michael Perigine. Father's Day message. Kids, please, don't rush things. We all love you. So always remember that even when you're dead. How old are you? Please enter your real age. 7, almost 8. Your butt crack isn't part of your butt. It's just because of where more butt could be. Corn Doggins. When I was a kid I asked my parents why doctors spanked newborn babies in the movies. They said it was to scratch the butt. I believed them for way too long. Piratech 33. My brother had me convinced for a while that each person had to have a unique favorite color, and since his was blue, I had to change mine. On my first day of kindergarten, we had to introduce ourselves and say our favorite color. I was super stressed out because the kids in front of me picked the good colors, and I kinda panicked and told everyone my favorite color was gray. Joshua for Congress. At Joshua for Congress. When I was like 5, I thought Mount Rushmore just naturally looked like the presidents, the way sometimes a potato chip accidentally looks like Jesus. Henpecked How. At Henpecked How. There's no limit to a child's imagination. My 2-year-old is yelling at me for taking too big of a bite from her pretend sandwich and she can't make another one because we're all out of pretend bread. When I was 12, I did something to make a teacher mad, so he assigned me a 500-word theme. I didn't know what a theme was, so I wrote the word theme 500 times. I counted each word to be sure it met the requirements. Ask Reddit. Fumitsu. What was the dumbest thing you thought as a kid? Top comments. Gorman Girl. My cousin used tell me the doors to his closest were big white chocolate bars and I believed him, but she said I could never try eat them. But one day I snuck into his room and tried to bite the doors and it wasn't working, and I got so freaking mad I just shat in his closet. A story from my childhood. Once when I was a wee lad, I asked my mother if I could peel potatoes. She said, yes, but be careful. I thought, why do I have to be careful? It's a potato peeler, that's all it can peel. To prove myself right I went outside, pressed the peeler to my thumb quite hard and showed forward. It was at that moment I realized tool and utensils names can be misleading. Kids in Rome were freaking stupid too. Footprint in a 2,000-year-old clay tile. Calhoos. At Cal_who's 101. When I was little I used to catch shower water in my mouth. My mum found out and told me I shouldn't do that because shower water is actually pee from bats in the attic. I never did it again but still thought it was okay to shower in bat pee. So my kid asked me, why is that lady so small? Lad Bible. What a genius tactic. Lad Bible. Mom uses cardboard cutout of herself to stop kid crying when she leaves room. Che Guevara. Why is my son sleeping on the floor like this? LMFAO. My son's latest attempt at hide and seek. Me when I was like 6.